Hello, this is Mirrorwood again, and welcoming you back to the Let's Play of Famicom Detective Club Part 2. Anyways, we just got back from a rather grisly accident scene. Wait, not an accident scene, a crime scene. Where we found a body along the riverbank. And now we're ahead of this case. But this is rather heavy. I'd like to talk to Hibino and see what he has to say on the matter. Before anything else, I'd like to interview those two about what they know. Those two, eh? Oh yeah. That girl and Hibino. The girl and her teacher. Let's see if Hibino's in. I contacted the school and requested Mr. Hibino and the girl return for some questioning. Hello. Okay, Miro, I'm leaving it in your hands.
Sorry if I was a little weird this morning.
Don't worry about it. Your name? Hi, my name's Mirrorwood. What's yours?
Oh, I'm, Ayumi Tachibana. Yoko was a close friend of mine.
Well, Ayumi, would you mind answering a few questions?
I'll tell you what I know. Anything to help figure this out.
Okay. At this point, a little note about any time that you talk with Ayumi. You need to be very careful about what you ask her. The ending of the game actually will change, depending on how she feels about you. So, I'm going to attempt to not get on her bad side whenever possible. Bear in mind, I don't know all the details about this. So, I'm going to do the best I can. There's only one little thing I know I can avoid here, so I'm going to avoid it completely.
They're saying she was murdered. Who could have done such a thing?
Okay. Can I have a few details about your teacher?
He was terrified.
Okay. Make sure that you ask insights before alibi. There's a reason for this.
I don't know what to say.
I found this notebook down by the crime scene. Was it Yoko's?
Yeah.
Well.
Why, Yoko?
Well, I don't really have many other options here. Do you have an alibi? Please, what were you doing around 9 p.m. that evening?
Probably at home reading a book.
Okay. At home reading a book, eh? She'd be the last one I expect to be suspicious. Let's see. Let me see, what would I need to ask next? That's what I'm trying to remember here. You wouldn't happen to have any ideas about what happened to Yoko, would you?
I can't think of why anyone would want to hurt her. However, one thing comes to mind.
And that would be?
See, Yoko and I had this detective club.
A detective club? What about this detective club?
Together, we would investigate rumors around town and report what we discovered to the police. We always work together, investigating cases. I can't think why someone would want to go specifically after her, though. Come to think of it, she was recently investigating something on her own. It might be related. I don't know.
Exclamation point! Do you know anything about what Yoko was investigating?
I'm sure she was up to something. I could tell from the look in her eyes. Lately she seemed different.
Different? How did she seem?
It was like something was on her mind. Lately I could swear I was looking at a completely different person. That's all I know. I wish I knew more.
make sure that you thank her for her time. Let me jot some of this down on my memo pad. Just a moment. Explanation. Important information is automatically recorded to your memo pad. You can enter the memo screen by pressing the start button whenever the menu cursor is flashing. Give it a try right now. That cursor appears to be flashing, so let's hit enter. Okay. Over the course of this LP, I may decide to go back and check this out from time to time, just to keep facts fresh in my mind. I'm not doing it to insult the intelligence of my viewers here. You're all quite astute, I assure you. So, it's merely a tool to keep everybody on track. Also, I like they don't really skim over anything that you don't need to know here. In fact, they went ahead and they filled in the time of death for me. I'm not... So, apparently it was 9 and 10 on October 10th. Everything else is stuff I already know. Okay. Let's see. Miro, how would you feel about a trip to Yoko's house? Yoko's home, eh? Don't think it would hurt. Doubt it would hurt.
I'll lead the way.
This is the Tachibana residence. Pleased to meet you. I'm Detective Miro Wood.
Hello, I'm Yoko's mother, Akiko Kojima.
Alright, ma'am. Your daughter.
I woke up this morning and Yoko was nowhere to be found. The police contacted me shortly after.
That seems about right. Can you remember what you were doing around 9 p.m. that evening?
I was here at home, waiting for Yoko to come back.
Seems about right.
I can't believe this all really... I can't believe this is all really happening.
I would imagine. It's always one of the worst things a parent can It's one of the worst things that could ever happen to a parent. Waking up and finding that their child had been murdered. Well, I suppose I should start by gathering some information. You wouldn't happen to have any ideas about what happened to Yoko, would you? Any ideas, Ayumi?
We spoke a short while ago. Please listen to what she has to say.
Well... Was there anyone who might have held any sort of resentment against your daughter? Anyone at all?
I don't know. Not that I know of. I wish I knew something. Anything.
Well, in the days and weeks before the incident, had she started to act any differently at all?
Now that you say it, I suppose so. About a week ago, she started to act like she had a lot on her mind. One night, she came back very late. She seemed to be up all hours of the night, restless. She was always a good upstanding girl. She had me worried.
Worried? Yoko? Do you think there was something that could have happened to her a week ago?
No, I mean, what could my little girl possibly be involved in? Well, now that I say it, that next morning she did mention something rather strange.
According to what Yoko's mother had to say, Yoko had indeed come upon a very imposing situation. A situation that we'll find out next time on the Let's Play of Famicom Detective Club. Until then, just dig a little deeper. Just a little bit.